Hello, Taurus. Welcome back. And if you're new here, I love you already. Guys, yeah, drop a like and subscribe if this, resonates with you. And there's a little donate button down the bottom. Help me, keep this channel going. And you don't have to have a PayPal account. You can just pay with a credit card if you like. So this is going to be a reading for the rest of May, so mid-month May. And we're going to do it in 3 parts as usual. The first part is going to be, your state of mind, where you're coming from. Then we're going to move on to, your path leading towards the end of the month. And then, some advice from the universe. So let's get right into it. What do we have for Taurus for the month of May? The rest of May, 2021. Spirit, let's do it. Right, Taurus. So the card representing you this month is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is about not regret. It's about crying over spilt milk. It's about you being in that state of, did I do the right thing at the end of the day? And the nice thing about the Four of Cups, or the thing about the Four of Cups card, and it's, I call it my Instagram card as well, because it's you comparing yourself to others. So it's you wondering if you're good enough, but you're basing your wondering on something that's superficial rather than real or existential. Okay. So I mean, if you have a look at this card, we've got you looking down at all these pictures of these wonderful couples and everybody having a wonderful time, and at the same time kind of ignoring your own cup, which is really full, or ignoring the real issues or the real things of value. And your challenge this month is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords for me in this position is kind of like an overthinking card, and it relates back to this Instagram card, if you like. Don't overthink things, Taurus. You're not like everybody else. You're just you, and your path is your path. So comparing yourself to others is so counterproductive. And it comes up so often where people feel, and I like to blame it on social media, but I don't blame it on social media. I just think that social media should be looked at for what it is, because people put their best side forward. You never see them in depression and crying on the floor. You only see their best holidays and beautiful pics, and they may have chosen the best one out of 20 pics that they've taken. So just bear that in mind, because in your heart space, I feel like you are missing a piece. Yeah, missing a piece. I don't know, you may have separated yourself from somebody recently, or they've separated themselves from you. But it certainly feels like you're missing a piece to make yourself complete. Like the Nine of Wands is one short of 10 of Wands. Like you're telling yourself, if only I had that one thing, or that one thing is gone, and now, life doesn't mean as much as it used to before because that one piece is gone. But the reality is, and in the Rider-Waite, like the Nine of Wands is like, you think there's no escape, but there is. Okay. Because I see what's leaving you, or what's led you here, is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is the release of something, or someone leaving you, or something leaving you. Either through it just not working anymore, or becoming bored with the whole situation. It's like there's been a disconnect of some sort emotionally. And then in your headspace, I've got the Emperor. Now, the Emperor in the headspace is I'd like to just warn you about that, because if you've suffered a loss in a relationship, for instance, this is the arrogance card, okay? And yeah, so just be aware. Don't be in that arrogant kind of frame of mind, especially if you're feeling hurt at the moment. But I do see you moving forward into almost like a clinical decision to move forward. So if you've lost somebody, the natural thing is to go through the whole grieving process, and part of the grieving process is a bit of anger, and I see that with the emperor, and also like feeling like there's a piece of you missing. But I do see you. We'll clarify now as we go. But I do see you taking a pragmatic or practical approach moving forward. Like, yeah, like focus, like moving your focus from whatever's left you into something practical, like focusing on work or something like that. Let's just go a little bit further on, Taurus. So we have two aces now. Okay, so we can start with the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is your insecurity card, your negative feelings inside of you. And in this position, it feels like you feel like you've been done an injustice. Okay. Like you felt you're doing everything right, and yet this still happened. But when it's in this position, I'm very confident in telling you that this didn't happen because of you. Okay. Or let me put it a different way. Whatever's happened has probably happened for a good reason which you may not be able to see right now. Because the environment that you're in and the reality that you're in is the King of Cups. And this is your heart being protected. So this was a breakup. I don't see as it being your fault, whether you initiated it or they initiated it. I don't see this as being your fault. I see this as something that's happened to protect your heart. And your advice card is the Justice card, and it's kind of like the Karma card. So what Spirit is trying to say here is that you both, if this is a breakup, you both got what you deserve, and by that I mean whoever was the party hurting the other has gotten what they deserve. And if you're the one that has been left feeling angry and lonely, it's probably worked out for the best. That's what Justice card is trying to say. It's probably the right thing that's happened, okay? And things will be better than it was in the past, even though you may be missing that person or feeling like there's a piece missing. Because in your outcome card, I've got the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands just means a whole new passion developing. Now this is interesting because now you got two aces now. The Ace of Swords in your near future and the Ace of Wands in your probable outcome. And I just think whatever's happened has been the best thing that could have happened to you. I almost seeing it as you having been in a relationship with somebody that has kept you back. Okay, so let's just draw and kept you back, and now you're able to get into your own passion. Okay, let's just get three more cards. I don't know if you can hear the dogs. I'm sorry about that. Three cards from the universe. Yeah, so this is the third cup card that I've got that represents kind of sorrow and regret. And when it's in this position, this is advice from the universe. And universe is saying, you know what? It's not worth the regret, It's not worth looking back now. Eight of Coins. Just learn, learn the lesson from what happened. Everything that happens to you is a lesson that you can take and use in the future. So be mindful of the lessons that you've learned. And we've got our third ace, we've got our third ace. And it's also, in this whole outcome thing, it just means whatever's ended has created such new things and new opportunities for you. So don't look back now, Taurus. Don't look back at whatever's happened. There's so much starting for you coming forward. Taurus, this was an amazing reading, and I'd love to know your scenario and how it fits in with you. And if it resonates with you, drop a like for me, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.